Oh. There we are. Hello. Hi, everybody. Oh, I forgot to turn on my lava lamp. Oh, well. It's not like you can see it right now anyway. Hey, guys. We've returned. We've returned. Hey, TC, hey, Slipknot. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are well. Let's see. How was the business trip? Business trip was fun. It was good. Basically, so, you know, to recap on what that was basically we had a, basically we were contracted out to basically map out a commercial building, with a camera, like a 3D imaging camera sort of deal, map it out so that they could kind of like, how do I put it? So they could tour through it, make changes, you know, see elevations of all of, like, you know, desk height and all that, blah, 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 blah. And that was kind of, you know, that was interesting. Really, really interesting. That was like a almost 6-hour job. Starting at 7 o'clock at night. So we didn't leave out of there until like 1:20. It's about 1:30 in the morning. So we got there at like 7 o'clock at night, and that's when we started essentially. So, but yeah, but we have returned. That was on Monday night. Tuesday we were like, nah, to hell with driving back. I'm tired. We're all tired. We're staying here another night. So stayed there another night. Got back yesterday. It was absolutely fucking exhausted. So we're streaming now instead. We'll make up that e-stream. We'll basically like do another e-stream on Sunday, just to kind of make it up a little bit, I guess, so we can get 3 out of, you know, 3 in the week here. But yeah, I'm back. I'm here. Hi. Let's open up the game. I am surrounded by Oshawott. Let me open up my projector. It's very bright, very blue. So one thing I'm going to be a little worried about, we've got our selection, you know, for the night, our mass outbreaks. We have a white stripe Basculin. Kind of like the only spot that it spawns in is a little like inconvenient. It only spawns in here, right? So it's like we have to deal with stuff spawning in the surrounding area. So I think I'm just going to be kind of like over here for a while. So we'll see how that works. But yeah, other than that, we've got Oshawott over here and Rowlet down here. Oshawott is going to be a bit of a pain with the lighting of this area and how small they are. It's going to be a little tough to tell, I think. But I think we'll find at least one at some point. I think what we need to look out for is, instead of white, more of a cream color on their head. Yeah. Oh, I'm good. I'm not muted. Okay, cool. I just double checked. I'm like, I better not be muted, but we are good to go. Yeah, let me double check that I'm actually live. There we are. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I suppose let's get started. I haven't done any of the thinning out of the herd, so to speak. So let's get this. Oshawott's nose is burgundy. That's also true. It's just they're kind of small. So like, honestly, if I'm looking at that one over there, like, I'm not gonna be able to tell that that's burgundy. Instead of yellow. Is it yellow? Oh, we also didn't set up. I didn't set up the thingy maboobers. Hold on. While we are knocking them all out, I guess. Let me go ahead and find Oshawott. Should be. They're just going to be all over the screen here for a second. There's Oshawott. We're looking for Basculin as well. They might be in the alternate forms. I should really just move all these alts into a different, like, into the main folder. It's kind of annoying that they're all in here like this. I don't see white stripe Basculin. Maybe it's in this area? See Basculegion? Hold on. I don't see what. Oh, no, there's White Stripe Basculin. Okay, I don't know why it's not with Basculegion. That's very strange. You know, grouped together here. And then what else are we looking for here? What was the last one? Rowlet. Which is right here. All right, they're all just kind of like lumped up on the screen here. Let's just go ahead and do something like that. Maybe Basculin should be shrunk down a tad bit and then moved over like so. We don't want him too in the way here. And Oshawott is absolutely massive. Let's shrink him down. Into the middle you go. All right, we'll take these three. Go ahead and drop them into our display folder and go with. Let's start with Oshawott. There we go. Nailed it. I think this is a good location for it. Like to hunt these guys. Considering like where, like it's not. We're not by the water, so there's not going to be a whole lot of like overlapping spawns here. So it's not going to be too bad. And I don't think any of them spawn up there at all, so that's good. Yeah, White Stripe Basculin, Hisuian is only a little pond in Kitakami. Yep. And I happen to have a mass outbreak for it in that one little pond. And it's kind of annoying though, because in that pond, you know, the pond is small enough to where you can actually get things all the way around it spawning if you're not in a particular, like in a good spot. So it's a little frustrating, but it is what it is. At least Oshawott, like its nose is it yellow? Oh, it's kind of like a little orange. Okay. At least with Oshawott as well, it like the whole thing pretty much changes. It turns sort of into a cream color, like the white turns into cream, and the blue gets significantly darker. So we should be able to tell once we're kind of, you know, careful. I haven't looked at my timestamp thing either in a minute. I haven't looked at my timestamps at all. Hold on. Timestamps, open in new window. I haven't checked to see if they're, ooh. This is stop stream. Okay, so we need start stream. There you go. Control S. All right, cool. I needed to update the text document where all my timestamps are recorded whenever I press my button. Needed to double check that and make sure that wasn't like filled with stuff, and it was filled with stuff. So let's see, you can kind of isolate hunt for the Oshawott in and out of the central plaza of the polar biome. That sounds about right. But again, we have an outbreak right here. We should be good. Maybe. It's just a matter. Oh, you know what? If I get a little like closer to the ground with the camera, it helps. Piplup also spawns. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm worried about. Things like Piplup and all that kind of coming in here and making our life a little difficult. But I haven't seen any Piplup spawn up here yet, so I'm not super worried about it. The only thing about having this camera angle so low is that I can't really see over some of the rocks like I normally can, like this. Seal too. Oh yeah, no, good shout. Good shout. I've seen seal there now. Though that might just be like a static spawn. Yeah, that's a Terra. Get away from me, Oshawott. You're too close, buddy. All right, let's clear him out, and then we'll get rid of that static as well. Yeah, it's a static dugong. Okay, and a seal over there. Okay. Yeah, KO the terror Pokemon. I'm working on it. I just want to clear out the outbreak first. I want to double check and save just in case. I don't remember how many we've... don't remember how far along we are. Not many left. Hey, aye. There you go, buddy. Okay, let's go KO that guy over there. Can I not synchro machine? There it is. Okay. What a frustrating button combination. Hello, Milcery. You can isolate hump for Rowlet, Central Plaza, in and out of the Savannah biome too. Yeah, but as we do have an outbreak for it as well. That's partly why I've decided on doing these two tonight. I'm like, all right, shit, we have an outbreak for it. All right, cool. That works for me. That works for me. If I'm not mistaken, nothing of these guys spawns up here. Okay. All right. So I have no idea what the water one was. I think it was like chili sauce. So I'm gonna double check real fast. Misa thinks it was chili sauce. And what else though? Yep, chili sauce. And so if we want encounter power, we don't really need encounter power, to be honest with you. So we could do Humongo with a bitter and we can do with 2 spicy or a bitter and a spicy for Humongo, or a spicy and a salty as well. And a spicy with a... Which one is that? Sour? Yeah, it's sour. Okay. I don't think we need an encounter power. I think I would rather go with Humongo. We can always, try again. If this isn't working out, then we can just, swap over. But I have a too many bitter for my own good, so let's just go ahead and use it. Just a thought in case things go all right. Yeah. I also double checked to see if I made sure to double check and see if that, A, the locations you can picnic on them, and B, they're actually decent locations. So that's good at least. All right, that looks good to me. So where do we want to stand? I think perhaps even like right here would be good, as long as none of them spawn like beyond that little boulder. Oh, hello, you guys. That's irritating. Okay, so maybe over here. Or maybe... where the hell do they want me to stand? Maybe I should have done encounter power. Alright. Not the worst scenario, honestly. That's like 6 of them right there. That's 10. That's not too bad. Okay. Not much space. Rude. Wonder if maybe I should be on that side. Yeah, maybe I should be on this side. Oh, hello, guy. All right, let's give this side a shot. Find the optimal spot here. Perhaps this wasn't it. Perhaps this is not the optimal spot. Almost ready to just camp out up here. Well, thankfully nothing's spawning up here now. This looks good though. This looks like a good spot. Okay. That is 6, 10, 12, 15. Okay. Difficult to see, but we'll at least see all of them. That's 7. And it's 15. That one, I'm not sure. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on, there's not enough. It's 8. Like there's one missing. Oh, maybe that's him. It's really fucking bright. Tell you what, staring at the blue on the screen for long enough, staring at the blue here is starting to make all the other colors on my other monitor look a little off. This is not great. All right, so that's 5 there. That's another 5, and that's another 5. Okay. I'm gonna double check what Oshawott looks like here on me phone, because I don't actually know what it looks like. I don't think in the engine. Just, you know, with all the lighting and the texturing. Oh yeah, wow. Okay. Did they invert the blue? Huh, okay. Cool. So that's 5. That's 6. That's 11. 14. 15. Okay. All right, 5 there. Dear Lord. So we need a good number of these guys. It's gonna be a bit of a pain. I've seen Oshawott outbreaks like fairly regularly, so I'm not worried about getting them. You know, if we don't get all of them, you know, tonight, I'm not super worried about it. We've seen them before, we'll see them again. Yeah. We need to get a good handful of these guys though. I think, before the end of the stream. Because we need, what, 8 of them? Because there's 2 different forms of Samurott, and, you know, 8 of them, you know. 1 of each gender. Oh, yay, the blizzards, right, this. Feels like we're missing one. Could be, but I'm not sure. A lot of them over there that time. Gosh. On that end. Nothing on this end. Looks like 2 of them have merged together down there. That's 7. There was 8 there. Oops. Well, one of them despawned. Okay. Let me tell you, one of the things, one of the interesting things I kind of, I wouldn't say like figured out, but it's I realized something. Like when I so the commercial building I was basically mapping out, well, digitally mapping out effectively. with that camera. It was like a 60,000 square foot grocery store, right? So we're mapping it out. We're doing this whole thing, and like the lights are turning off. Like, you know, like as the later it gets, some of the lights start turning off. They're on sort of a timer. The lights in the back mostly are the ones that start turning off. We did the back area, like, you know, behind the, you know, closed doors with all the, you know, with all the merchandise, you know, that isn't for the floor. Or I guess what's, you know, back in stock, you know, in the stock in the back, right? Okay. We did all that first because there were some areas that did require lock and key. So before all the managers, like, you know, disappeared, and I think we see one. Timestamp. Yoink. All right. Yoink. Do we have the right one? We do. Hold on. I will. Why is button not working? There we go. All right, mail. Okay. Anyway, so the gotcha, bitch. Look at you. You're adorable. Okay, so the lights start turning off, like, basically as we're going, and it's getting pretty goddamn late. So one of the things we realized is that the lights, like, not all the lights turn off, because you don't want to turn off all the lights, because then it looks like, you know, like there's no one there. It makes it really obvious no one is there, and, you know, so people will break in and that sort of thing, right? But they also leave the music on. They leave the radio playing the entire time. So it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, half the lights in the store are off. You know, there's only 2 people in there, me and the person I'm working with. There's only 2 people in the building, no one else, and the radio's playing, and it's half dark. It is freaky as fuck. It is really creepy. Usually work on motion detector? I don't know. It seemed more like a timer to, it seemed like a timer for us. Like, specifically, like, you know, turns off at this time sort of deal. But it was sort of like, some of them were also kind of like weirdly off on the timer, so it didn't really make sense. Like, it was like, you know, 12:20, you know, 12:35. So maybe it is motion detection. But at the same time, it wasn't detecting. We were running up and down and doing all kinds of stuff, you know, trying to, like, to see if I was looking for light switches to see if I could turn them back on. Couldn't find them. So kind of turned into a whole thing there. Let's stick you in your own spot here. But yeah, it was fucking freaky. It was like, with the camera, we had to do something like 320 individual scans for the entire building. And it even sort of like messed up a little bit throughout, because it basically, what it also can do with the camera, it can also basically create a floor plan in the process, taking measurements and all that sort of stuff, right? But between having to like navigate with all the fucking, like, the lights turning off and having to figure out like where to go next, it kind of like screwed up a little bit in the floor plan. So they're gonna have to, like, you know, fix that and change things up, you know, in post. But it was it was rough, dude. Like, it was like, actually, like, what is it, like 6 hours? 7? Yeah, about 6.5 hours. We weren't back in the car until 7:20, so I'm just counting that as not 7:20, 1:20, excuse me. So I'm not counting that. I'm basically counting that as 1:30. You know, I'm rounding up. Yeah, it was a wild experience. My feet hurt like a motherfucker the next morning. Well, I guess it was afternoon, but, you know, it's morning to me. It's morning when I wake up. So Like, it was one of those things where I got out of bed and I'm like, oh, this was a horrible mistake. And, you know, like, I couldn't even walk to the bathroom without going, ow, 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 ow. You know, fucking hobbling over there. After walking for a few minutes, though, I kind of got my feet back. It was interesting. I actually really liked where we were at. Good boots are worth their weight in gold. You're not wrong. I prefer. My thing is that I already kind of have weak feet, so I just don't have good feet. So I don't think any amount of like insoles or any nonsense like that is going to help me. I think my feet perform at their best when they're basically barefoot. So I run around with barefoot shoes, or so like they're the shoes that have like a really, really thin sole. So it's basically like walking barefoot. And that seems to be what my feet like the most. Because if I were in like proper work shoes, ooh, it would probably be way worse. My feet probably would have been hurting while I was while I was doing the whole all the scans. Not the morning after. Hey Mary. Do you think ZA would give us new Pokemon or only Megas? I think yes. I think there's definitely doing both. There's definitely going to be a new Mega. Like they can't just I wouldn't be mad, but they're not going to just release like all the old Megas and be like, all right, we're done. I wouldn't be mad if they did that, but they're not going to. On the opposite way around, yeah. I think I got the barefoot thing from I got that from my dad. I remember him being like that, you know, when I was really young, constantly walking around barefoot outside and all that shit. It's good for you. It's the way your feet are supposed to be. But yeah. Like as for ZA, like yeah, no, I think they're gonna give us some new Megas, and there's obviously going to be new Pokemon. I think there's definitely gonna be, or possibly even like maybe not even new Pokemon, just new regional variants. That seems to be the thing with games now. It's like whenever a new game comes out, there's always a new regional variant of something. And I'm not mad about that. I'm just like, all right, cool. It's kind of just becoming a given. It's like it's less gimmick, more, I don't know. I guess new staple, and I think there may have been a shiny there. Hold on. I feel like I just got rid of a shiny. No, it wasn't shiny. Okay, cool. Sorry, I had to check. Enamorous? Yeah. The pink turtle. I have a pair of Wolverines that I usually double up on socks with. Gotcha. I cannot double up on socks. That feels too goddamn weird. They make socks that are like almost an inch thick. I mean, I guess someone probably has, but that's weird. It makes sense if you're really cold, but goddamn, that's a thick fucking sock. You're gonna need like another size up with your shoes. Yeah, which trio is getting an Enamorous? Most trios honestly have a fourth and or fifth, member. Like Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, got Lugia and Ho-Oh. Groudon, I mean, but then there'd be the mythicals. I mean, God, I mean, think of the Reggies. There's like 6 of them. What are the other trios? There were 4 for the Tapus. Was there a trio in X and Y? I don't think there was. They're almost like socks crossed with slippers. I'm interested now. Hold on. You know, hold on. Like, wait a minute. Now it sounds comfy. Like, but at that point, like, why not just wear slippers? Lake spirits? Yeah, I could see that. Did Gen 6 have... Did Gen 6 have a trio? I don't think they did. Other than the box arts. Well, I guess, well, Zygarde isn't really a box art, but, you know. You know what I mean? Did Gen 6 have? 3D, come on. They had Diancie, Hoopa, and Volcanion. That's not really... Yeah, they didn't have a trio. Let's see. Let's try Gen 7. Yeah, there's the Tapus. That was a well, quartet. Azelf, Uxie, and Mesprit, but wasn't that Gen 4? Questions: do people wear socks or sandals? Yes or no? You know what? I'm gonna be the controversial one here and say yes. Yes. I think you should do whatever you like. If you want to wear your fucking socks with your sandals, do whatever you like. I don't own any sandals, so I don't really have any skin in this game, but I mean, I imagine that if you're wearing socks with sandals, you're probably not like, one of the worst things with sandals, when I used to have sandals, one of the worst things was getting the sandal sunburn. And so if you have socks on, you're probably not going to get as sunburned. I'm just saying. You know I'm right. That's 6. That's 8. Yeah, that's 15. Yes, the other pineapple on pizza. It certainly is. It really, really is pineapple on pizza for a lot of people. Socks with Crocs. I don't think I've ever seen anybody wear Crocs without socks. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like, outside of like, well, no, I have. It's just been a very long time. No one wears, like, people wear Crocs now, like, unironically, and it's weird. It's kind of weird because for a while Crocs were like, why the fuck are you wearing Crocs? Like, they're the ugliest thing imaginable. And now it's just kind of become like normal. And I guess it's like, that's fine. That's okay. But like, when that fucking happened? I mean, I don't know. Like, I've wanted to get a pair of sandals for a good while now. I live in the kind of place that I would actually benefit from them. Crocs are comfy. I wouldn't know. I've never actually worn Crocs. I had a friend. I had a friend in high school that wore them all the time. Crocs and sweatpants. That was just like, that was his thing for a while. And yeah, that's some comfy shit right there. I never wear Crocs. You've never worn Crocs in your life. I'd rather. That's extreme. You know, to each their own, I guess. Tell you what, there's like another like pair, like another kind of shoe that I've always wanted to have. I've never actually got my hands on. God damn it, trying to double press. There we go. I've always wanted a pair of Heelys, and I found out like probably a year ago that they actually still make Heelys. They still make them, and they actually make them in adult sizes now too. I'm gonna get a pair of Heelys one day, soon, like really soon. I want a pair of Heelys. It's probably gonna suck, but I've always wanted a pair of Heelys, so I'm gonna get a pair of Heelys, god damn it. I just gotta find a pair that actually look nice, that are also in my size, because that's been a problem. I've looked. I've gandered. On the sock slipper brand, they're called Metlux. All right, to Amazon we go for shiggles. The Metlux. This is Amazon. uBlock, why are you... What? Oh, okay. Slipper socks. Look at those things. God damn. Oh, these look comfy. uBlock, this is Amazon. Is Amazon just like riddled with fucking like tracking bullshit? Jesus. Anyway, 2-pack, fuzzy black and brown, black and gray, and then gray and navy. These looking pretty clean and very comfy. I like these. This is ridiculous. Imagine a grown man sliding away in Heelys. Well, yes, you won't have to imagine. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be great. Listen, I live in the state of California. That's easily going to be the least offensive thing you're gonna see in this state. Like the plaid flannel ones. Yeah, those are pretty nice. I kind of like the slippers more than the actual, like the sock ones. I like these a lot more than the actual sock ones, but they're not bad. The black reindeer sock ones are kind of fun. The black red checkered, and that's pretty ridiculous. My mom and sister would probably love these. All right, I'll keep that in mind. That might make a good Christmas gift. I know the sandwich ran out. I'm just kind of giving it a few resets without the sandwich here. just for just to do it. My head hurts. I think I need water. One moment. For most people might enjoy receiving, dude, I don't think you understand how many, like, I haven't actually, okay, so I have so many socks that I've gotten for Christmas. I have an ungodly amount of socks that I can't even wear all of them. I cannot. I have an entire drawer, like, you know, like you have a sock and underwear drawer, right? You have a whole, like, usually the top drawer, it's kind of smaller, right? Probably 70% of that is just socks. I probably have like 70 pairs of socks at least. And most of them are ones I just refuse to wear because I can't wear, I hate long socks. I have to stick to ankle socks because they don't irritate me. But every year, every Christmas, I would be sent a pair of socks or a package of socks. Every year. For like 10 years this happened. And so here we are. Oh, hey, Chris. How's it going, man? Hope you're well. One time I bought you some shoes, hate them. And just give me the money to buy them myself. I mean, that's also fair. I was just looking for a simple, like, I just saw that and kind of went, oh, that'd make a great Christmas gift, you know? I hate receiving socks, but these look fun. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's go ahead and save our game again. And let's go find some more. Doing good? Yeah, I'm doing great too. I basically had a business trip / vacation, frankly, for a couple days. And so we're back, we're streaming again. Now that I'm like not exhausted from returning home and also, you know, not away from home. Could donate the socks to charity? I could very well. Goodwill will probably love them. The chili sauce is right here. I'm actually gonna go with too salty this time, just because I don't think it really makes a difference. So hopefully it's not gonna like have seals spawning everywhere up here, but we'll see. Had to wear your ugly shoes for 6 months. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually, I'm looking forward to Christmas this year for that kind of stuff. I definitely need some new clothes, so I'm gonna take Christmas as an excuse to basically take myself shopping. For long socks, I mean, for me, it's like a... It's just not comfortable. They get too tight, they constrict, and then they irritate me. But, meh. No big deal in the end. If I have to wear them, I have to wear them. Am I the only one who doesn't care about clothing? I mean, no, not necessarily. Like, I'm simple. Like, I like pretty much the only thing I don't really care for is like skinny jeans and t-shirts with like ridiculous graphic designs on them. I kind of find them tacky, and like I find like I say that, and I'm wearing this shirt, but I like this shirt a lot. This is like a special one to me. So, but like a lot of like the pop culture, like the stuff you find at Target, like a lot of the pop culture bullshit, like where it's like these like band t-shirts or whatever. I find that I'll like them in the moment, but then 6 months later, I'll be like, I don't want to wear this. Like the material sucks. And I'm not really interested in this anymore. So I don't really feel like wearing this. But at the same time, it's like, all right, I'm out of clothes, so I gotta wear it, you know, that sort of thing. Like I received a gift from coworkers at one point for, you know, like for my birthday / Christmas, because it's right on the same time. Got me some House of the Dragon like t-shirts, and I'm like, oh wow, cool, thanks. I appreciate that, you know, because it was like a what do they call it? Like, was it White Elephant? I think it's White Elephant, where basically you all get a bunch of gifts, and then, you know, you basically like swap them around, or you I think we pulled names, you know, to get gifts for. Anyway, but point is, I got these shirts, and I probably worn them less than a handful of times. Just because, I'm not like, I don't watch House of the Dragon. I have no interest in it whatsoever. So it's like, meh. But also the material just is not, it's not that great. I find that a lot of these shirts, like a lot of these like cheapo, like, you know, graphic design tees, they're almost never made with good material. It's nice to have long socks when it's negative 20 degrees Celsius or -4 Fahrenheit for you dumb American. Well, I mean, yeah, I suppose that's true. I just live in a place where it never goes below 30, so 30 degrees. Or I guess it never goes below 0 for you Celsius people. Like, really, really rarely does it ever go lower than that. But you love George R.R. Martin. Yeah, I liked Game of Thrones. Actually, no, I don't love George R.R. Martin. Not at all. I liked Game of Thrones, but ever since the ending of season 8, or ever since season 8 even aired, like 4 episodes into it, I basically never watched it again. And it has no rewatchability, and none of it's like, it's good cinema, frankly, but it's just, I don't know, I've since soured on it. George R. R. Martin is a fucking hack, and I'll die on this hill again. Insert sarcastic. Yeah, no. Yeah. Okay. Just, you know, I was just clarifying for the people unaware. And also, I didn't catch the sarcasm. Negative 22 Celsius is where I draw the line at what I call cold. JJK. I don't know what JJK is. One time I was wearing a Guns N' Roses t-shirt, and a guy and his kid came up to me if I was wearing the shirt because it was a trend or I know their songs. Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay, that makes more sense. I mean, that's a thing though. That's totally a fucking thing. Can the final book change your mind? Probably not. Like at this point, unless it has like an actual actually like happy ending, like a decently happy ending, no. because otherwise it's just like a slog through misery. That one looks kind of different. It wasn't. Said I know the band and like their music. He says name a few songs and slap the songs into his face. I mean, yeah. I mean, this is the thing though. Like, I think what like as a fucking, like, for example, as a Def Leppard fan, like just like your Guns N' Roses stuff, I love Def Leppard. Fucking love them. I see people wearing Def Leppard t-shirts and I'm like, you don't even know who these people are. Like, you have no idea. It's like, it was the same problem with Nirvana for a while. I think now, like the emo kids would always wear the Nirvana t-shirts. It was a fucking problem. Saw them live once in 2020, in 2001 or 2002. Nice. Nice. DS song Zelda, the DS Zelda songs are good. Yeah, they are. They really are. The DS Zeldas are an interesting, they're a bit of a quagmire. They're really not fun to me to play. They're really just not. But I think the music and like even the lore, I don't really find them that enjoying. Like Spirit Tracks, for example, I don't really find the plot and the look and the feel of it. I don't like it. But the music is good. Not the original lineup now? Lineup though? Oh no, fair, yeah. But yeah, no, like the band t-shirts are an interesting thing because a lot of people wear these t-shirts and they have no idea. And then it's one of those, and then it becomes, how much of an asshole do I want to be today? Like, do I want to be that guy? Do I want to be that guy that comes up, you know, to somebody else wearing the t-shirt and going, you don't even know who those guys are, name their songs. Do I want to be that guy, or do I just want to let people just fucking, you know, do their thing, like move on? It's a fucking t-shirt. Even though it's frustrating, it's still like, I'd rather not be that guy. That one doesn't have the right color head though. I'm starting to wonder if I've actually seen one and it's just, I just haven't noticed, but oh well. Linebeck's theme is so good. See, I don't even... Yeah, the music of the DS games were pretty on point. Still don't understand how people could not know Nirvana. I think it's one of those things where it's obviously ubiquitous and people understand or know what Nirvana is, but they've still never listened to it. Shit, I don't even like Nirvana that much. I really don't. Like, there's a few songs that were okay, but I think it's like, it's just not my thing. I don't care for it. Am I gonna wear their t-shirt? No. But I mean, I don't know, like I still know what they are, still heard them, still listen to their tracks. But a lot of people, like it's become so ubiquitous. People know the, what was it the Lithium or the Nevermind t-shirt? One with like the little like smile. Hold on, let me double check. And the Pink Floyd one too. Dark Side of the Moon. Those t-shirts have been everywhere for decades. Same deal. Yeah, the Nirvana album with the fucking smiley face. Which one was that? Was it? It was not. Discography, please. What the fuck is this, like... Is it just their logo? It's not even an album? See, this is how much I don't fucking... This is how much I don't fucking, like, care, you know, about Nirvana. I don't watch or listen to Nirvana at all. Not watch, but, you know, listen. I don't even know what the fucking album that was from. Turns out it's not even an album. It's just their fucking logo. It was like an advertising poster for fucking Nevermind, at least what it seems like. Ah, it's very bright. But that t-shirt's fucking everywhere. That one, do you seem different? You seem different. Are you different though? You are not different. Ha ha ha. Oh, it never ends. All right, I'm gonna switch to Rowlet soon. I think after this sandwich. I don't want to spend more than an hour on looking at this thing at a time. Let's see. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff I missed in chat here. We'll hit the cookies and Flappy Bird bag for my computer, so I never. Yeah, yeah. Did you look at Game of the Year? Dave from Nirvana looks like a younger Dave from the. Don't care for bands before the 2000s. Hey, now. It's fantastic music from before the 2000s. It's great stuff. Anyway, yeah, them's fighting words. Don't try to gaslight me into liking the Beatles, because I don't like the Beatles either. Still pretty influential though. No, I haven't seen any of the stuff from Game of the Year. I just kind of, I don't care. I don't know if I care this time. I don't even know what to make of it. Like, I think there was something about Elden Ring being in Game of the Year, like because of the DLC, and I'm like, that's fucking cool. Look like you like them? How dare you? Now them's fucking fighting words. All right, there are 6 there. 9, 12, 15. Okay. All right, 4. Oh, goodness gracious. That's 7. 11. 13, 14. I'm missing one. And like, there's always like going to be a there's always going to be a Beatles track that I don't find horrible. I just don't like it. I think part of why people like the Beatles so much is because they were like, they're either gaslit into liking it, you know, from a young age, or they grew up with it and they were part of like the era in which they were spawned, and it just only makes sense to them. It's gonna be like in 20 years from now, me trying to explain King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard to somebody. It's gonna be fucking. It's gonna sound like I'm an insane person. Like, what are you talking about? What are these words you were using? Are you okay? Do you need the hospital? Exactly. It's like, not a fan, but I do have a couple songs. Yeah, good handful of them. Speaking of King Gizzard, where the fuck is my second album of the year? Where's my second and third albums, guys? Come on. They're on tour right now, so I guess I can kind of excuse it, but god damn. They put out so many albums usually in a year. It's almost like it's one album a year, and more often than not 2 or 3 albums as well in the year. Like total of 2 or 3. So only getting one is it's frustrating. It's a good album though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15. Okay. Young people who like the Beatles today is because their parents gaslight them to like them. I mean, there's a lot of people that fucking it just clicks with them sometimes. Like they listen to it later, and you know, later in life, and the music just clicks with them. And I think that's kind of like the beauty of music sometimes. But Beatles ain't gonna do that with me. That's one thing where I love covers. I might like a song, but often prefer someone else's version. Yep, 100%. One of my favorite, God, my nose. It's just super itchy, like right there at the entrance, basically. God damn. One of my favorite covers is Mastodon's rendition of Stairway to Heaven, because I think it was their manager or producer. I can't remember what it was. Nick John, I think is what it was, his name. Long time, you know, someone who worked with the band for a long time, like was like might as well have been another member of the band, you know, but like behind the scenes and working on like the sound and all that, right? You know, but it was like, you know, producer, that sort of deal. Passed away from cancer, I think it was, or passed away from some illness several years ago. And they put the, you know, for his funeral, they played a rendition of Stairway to Heaven because it was one of his favorite songs. And then someone recorded it at the funeral and then posted it to the internet. And then they're like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's re-record it, like officially record it and then release it like officially. Mastodon's Stairway to Heaven is fucking amazing. Covers can make or break something. Especially when they're covers like in the style of another artist. That's always fun too. Like, what's his name? Mac. It's either Matt or Mac. I think it's Matt. Matt Glocky. He does, you know, covers of songs like in the style of other artists. Sort of like 10-second songs, but... And they've even worked together, actually, those two. But he does a lot of like heavier stuff, a lot of Disturbed, a lot of Deftones, I don't think he's done Slipknot. I think he's done. Shit, what am I thinking? What am I thinking of? Anyway, Korn. I don't know why I was confusing Korn with Slipknot, but you know, you can smite me later. But he does songs in the style of those artists, and they're really fun. They're really, really fun. It's usually pop stuff too, like Shaggy's "It Wasn't Me," but in the style of Disturbed. Oh my god, dude. Chris is taking off. Alrighty, man. Have a good night. Take care, bud. Hope to see you again some other time. Let's see. And just to know. Uh-oh. Okay, so in between there, let's see. I had to hear their songs, but never listened to them again. I don't like them because everyone else liked them. I gave them the chance and got nothing. I'm not saying the music is bad, but it's very niche to the generation. Yeah, I would agree. Do you plan on playing Monster Hunter Wilds? Maybe TM. I've not really looked into Monster Hunter Wilds. I have some friends who have been. They played the demo for it, and they really liked Monster Hunter Worlds and Rise. They really, really liked Rise. Rise, like, it's kind of complicated, but anyway, they like Monster Hunter, and they played the demo for Wilds, and they had some quibbles that they hoped like things would be changed, like you know, weird, like balance, not even balancing, but like quality of life stuff they'd hoped would be added to the game at some point. So I mean, I don't know. I'm taking their word for it. It's not bad. It's just not as, it's like they took, you know, a couple steps forward and a few steps back. That sort of deal. So yeah, I don't know. Like I can't just write Monster Hunter MHW since they're, yeah, no, that's fair. That's a good point. Optimization, but yeah, it's also quality of life stuff too. Like in order to switch weapons, you have to basically get on your mount. I think is what it was. Either get on your mount or be like have your mount right next to you. And it's just really cumbersome and kind of annoying. Maybe there's a better way to do it. But they didn't figure that out. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I'd like to get back to Worlds, but again, that's like that's a gargantuan task when I'm playing Pokemon and doing this fucking shiny hunting thing. That is a gargantuan thing to like devote time to. Let's see. Also, Nick Nocturnal did an excellent cover of Last Night by Morgan Wallen. That sounds really nice, actually. That sounds good. MX Skrillet? MX Skrillet? Well, I don't even know what an X Krillet is. Does it sound that disturbing? I mean, I don't know. I'm not even the biggest Monster Hunter fan to begin with, so I don't know. I liked World. I just haven't played any of the other ones, and I haven't finished Worlds. As in, I haven't like fought everything and done, you know, enough to satisfy my completionist nature. Hell, we spent 30 minutes on this thing and didn't find a single one. God damn. Probably did see one and I just didn't notice. I don't know what an X Krillet is. Oh, Skrillex? I think he still makes music. I think he does more producing though, I think at this point. The last thing I remember him doing was the collaboration between him and Utada Hikaru for I probably said that name horribly wrong, for Kingdom Hearts 3. That's like the only thing I remember like from him recently. Controversial, but Madonna / Michael Jackson music still holds up and it survived the test of times, but are they from my favorite artists? No, I feel like their music is better than the Beatles. Yeah, absolutely. Especially Michael. Michael was the king of pop for a reason. Yeah. Some people called it like the chance for Monster Hunter to get on the common market, like when Elden Ring bring more to. Okay, no, that's, I can see that. Uncle was the sound engineer for both. Nice. That I want to hear more about that. That's interesting. Let's just agree to disagree that rock and roll will never die. Well, I mean, I never said it will never die, or I said that it would. Listen, my taste in music is, you know, like I think what my friend called it eclectic, you know, varied and wide ranging, right? I can go from Mastodon to Britney Spears in a basically hitting next, and I'm like, oh man, it's Britney Spears, we're good, I'm in. Like I was a metalhead for a long time, kind of still am. I'm sort of in the, like right now I'm in my psych rock phase, and that's been fun. So I don't know, man. I don't even know anymore. The internet has basically made it so that a single genre can never actually die, honestly. There's always going to be an audience for whatever kind of music you're listening to. It has also exacerbated a lot of fucking problems with all the sub genres of metal. That shit is annoying. That is fucking annoying. Like, I don't know, for example, like, oh man, I love this band. Their sound is like, they've kind of got this like, they're like industrial sludge doom grindcore metal. And all of those are single genres. But people will start throwing them together to make subcategories for their subcategory. And it's fucking frustrating. Like after a certain point, it's like, I'm not even going to use your categories anymore. I'm just going to call it all metal. And I'm going to say, it sounds like this band. Like, fuck you guys. Uncle was sound engineer on 2 out of 3 top selling albums of all time, Thriller and Joshua Tree. Holy shit. Holy shit. Music genre. I can go to Metallica, to Britney Spears, to Tupac. My music playlist is yeah. Honestly, I haven't listened to like this stream playlist that we're listening to now. That's kind of become like for like it's probably the thing I've listened to most this entire year, and it's probably going to be reflected in like the Spotify wrap up. It's going to be a bit of a problem because nothing else is going to make any sense. But I also like a lot of the like Coheed and Cambria style, like 2000s music. I love that shit. All right, later, Chris. Let's see. Oh, we're also out of our sandwich here already. That was fast. All right, well. Whoops. What I hate in this generation, give them give them every random icon status. Yeah. Currently on tour with Roger Waters. Fuck yeah. Remember Lord or Halsey? Maybe Halsey. Or Lana Del Rey. I think I think they're all still making music and they're all still doing stuff. It's just they haven't really like they're not in the spotlight anymore. Like I think Lana Del Rey is definitely still doing stuff. Also, let's go ahead and reset because we didn't find a shiny in that time. Oh. I don't know if it's Halsey or Halsey. It doesn't really matter to me at that point. But again, I mean, like my favorite blend right now has been a lot of like Coheed or Coheed like. I like a little bit of Rakim. You know, like 1997 hip hop is like, pretty damn good. Specifically that year, for some reason, it's just all the fucking good shit. Lil Nas in there too, around that year as well. But then I can go right into fucking Britney Spears or again, more King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. And King Gizzard, fucking, they'll swap genres almost every album. Like they have a particular sound or a few like, they're not quite motifs, like motifs, but they're like, they have gizzardisms that they'll do, like on every fucking album. Like this particular way of screaming woo. They just it always winds up on an album somehow. But they'll end up swapping genres. They've done like 2 thrash albums. They've done like a fucking like almost bluesy folk album, and they just did like a rock, like sort of almost classic rock and roll album, like with that psychedelic, always with the psychedelic twist in it. Been a big fan of them for a long time now. Open-minded when it comes to music, yeah, certainly. All right, I don't want to look at these Oshawott anymore. Let's go somewhere not snowy. I was gonna mention other artists, but they had already been forgotten by the same people who were hyping them up. Yeah. I miss Gautier. Or Gautier. I wish he'd come back. Like, obviously he has more than one song, but he dropped Somebody I Used to Know and then fucking disappeared. From what I remember, I think I remember seeing an article that he was like, yeah, that song ruined my entire career. It's too big. I can't make anything else at this point. Because there's not like it's too big. And I'm like, that's an awful problem to have. And this girl Ice Spice, they already dropped her. She lasted a whole 2 weeks on people's mind. Yeah, absolutely. I don't even know who that is. Like, I've never even heard of this person. Hey, Platty. I see you're also, you know, posting gizzardisms. How's it going, Platty? You still chilling in your little secret lair? No, they are not. Keeve Awesome did a great parody of somebody I used to know. How's Ulthar doing tonight? Posting what now? All right, so we were just talking about like King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, and what I'm calling Gizzard-isms, like the little like weird like particularly like unique things that they do that's kind of just a part of their sound, no matter what album they put out. Not always every album, but whenever they put out an album and it's like some different genre, they always kind of manage to incorporate the things in there, and they have this particular way of going woo. And you post that like right around that, right after I said that, pretty much. So you know, catching up to speed here. Sam went to bed. It's not a secret lair, it's a soup can hidden in the bulrushes. And I see Platty has already like been caught lying. Going to bed. He's right here. Yoink. Oh, protector. For free. But other than that, I'm doing great. We're talking about music. I've been lied to. I figured he's just stopping in. Get away from me, Pyro. Oh, okay. All right, we're not doing that. Go away. Perish. Go be a problem somewhere else. Porting. Much appreciated, Sam, but you know. I can make it really awkward and kind of do like ASMR stuff with the music playing in the background. I could do it. Everyone would leave, but I could do it. Yeet. Owl. It feels like, it almost feels like the starters have lower shiny odds. I know they don't. It just feels like it sometimes. I'm gonna go do something else around the house for a bit. No real reason. Okay. Well, now I feel like there's an actual reason now. Now I'm suspicious. How dare you? Definitely getting lower. We love whispering spells. Then he got Gaga comes to the scene 15 years ago and we can start having conversation to give her icon status. I'll tell you what. I'm not really the biggest fan of, you know, Lady Gaga. I mean, really not much substance to most of her work there. To me at least. But this the recent track that was put out with Bruno Mars, who I also don't really like very much, quite frankly. The recent track, what was it, Die With a Smile? That is a really, really, really good track. It's really well done. I found myself listening to it more often than I expected I would. It's got that kind of like, it's got that classic, almost like love ballad sort of thing going on. It's really good. And that's also a fair point in the chat there. That's fair. Not many left. Okay. 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 Need a better spot. I think we'll do flying. Oh wait, hold on. Can get behind she's good. I like her music. I mean, I haven't listened to enough, I guess. You know, to really have a proper, oh, hold on. Also, just realized. My bad. I haven't really listened to enough of Gaga to actually have like a proper opinion of her, I don't think, but I've heard the classics of her work and I'm not impressed. You know? Whoops, I pressed all of the wrong buttons. Really sucks power ballads have died out in modern metal. Yeah. One of the few things I think hair metal did right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like, I said it before, like earlier in the stream, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Def Leppard. I love Def Leppard. Honestly, Pyromania, fucking, oh God, what's the other album? Shit, it's like their first 3 albums. Hold on, can't remember all the names off the top of my head right now. Pyromania, Hysteria, and you know, the perfect ones. Def Leppard. Discography. Hold on. I need this right now. On Through the Night, High and Dry, Pyromania, Hysteria. Even Adrenalize was good. I really liked Adrenalize as well. Where they lose me is Slang. Euphoria is good too, though. I like Euphoria. They lose me at Slang. I don't really care much for X. Yeah, just a lot of these don't really like. They just didn't really, you know. I don't get it. But they're good. But they're still great. They had these like amazing fucking like power ballads and all that. But a better writer than a singer? Yeah, absolutely. Have a good night, Sam. They had these fucking amazing, you know, power ballads. And On Through the Night and High and Dry had like these like, they didn't have any like crazy power ballads in those. I think they were much more like, they were much more rock and roll. But then Pyromania, like, you know, Pyromania and Hysteria come out, and yeah, that's where things get nuts. With the fucking ballads. What is the track listing? Yeah, like fucking on Hysteria. I mean, fucking Love Bites. Come on, you can't. so good. Anyway, flying, we're looking for ketchup. Ketchup and encounter power. So let's just do 2 salty. And what can I do? Salty and bitter? What happens if I do salty and bitter? Absolutely. Oh, it's EXP point. Okay. Fucking skillet. Yeah. I found myself also accidentally liking Creed. I think it's Creed. Hold on. Need to double check that one. Yeah, Creed. I found myself accidentally liking Creed. As they've kind of like, I know that they're like, they kind of like accidentally became a Christian rock band. I don't think they intended to start out that way. I think they just kind of like wound up there. I think. I don't know their whole mythos, but I've also found like I like Creed now. It's just I really like that almost like kind of lower, like gravelly kind of voice. That you also get that with Chad Kroeger in Nickelback, and also fucking Pearl Jam. That same kind of lower voice. Love that shit. Utena soundtrack. It's an anime. No, I don't really do anime stuff. Like just the soundtrack for all that. I don't really do it. I used to love anime like OPs. Like they were like, oh man, that was my jam for a little while, and then I just kind of like stopped watching anime altogether, like for the most part, and I just anyway, you know, like Poison. Isn't what Poison like? Isn't it like isn't Poison like considered like one of the bands that actually killed off metal for a while? I think I remember there was like a documentary in how like basically how Poison killed the metal scene, and like everyone in the metal scene was like, fuck Poison. Poison did this to us, you know, like. Let's see. The last words of every line ends in A. Yes! Yes! Jeremy! Like, fucking Pearl Jam. Every line ends with fucking A. I don't know how they managed to do it, but they do. It's so dumb. I love it. I need to head like right here, so I can actually kind of like get a gander of them from the top of the hill. Welcome back, Platty. From that age, give me Ozzy. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this one. I've never really liked Ozzy. Like, I don't really care much for Sabbath as a result. I don't really like Ozzy, like, you know, by himself. Like, I think Diary of a Madman, I think I think that was alright. You know, No More Tears was kind of like about where I'm at in terms of like how much I like Ozzy. Like that's about, it's like what I like about like Ozzy's music. I think No More Tears is pretty much as far as it goes. I'm even at the point. I'm even in the camp of my favorite Sabbath album is I think it was the one with Dio on it, Ronnie James Dio. The one, I can't remember the title of it, but it's the one with the track I. Fucking Dio was just a perfect fit for it. Just a great fit for Sabbath. Maybe I need to go to this side. Yeet. Excuse me. It's not even really like Ozzy's like bad or good. It's just I don't really care for his voice. That's kind of like what it is. Like there are times when I like his voice, and there's times where I'm like, I can't stand it. Turn it off. I would say that like objectively, Ozzy's great, but I don't think it's my taste. Powerwolf did a great cover of Bark at the Moon. That sounds like something Powerwolf would do, because it's Powerwolf. Like the cover guy, yeah. I like covers, I like mashups. I love mashups. Like that's partly where like the fantasy cover things like kind of come in, like where it's essentially like it's basically a cover of a song in the style of somebody else, like I was talking about earlier. That's part of why I think I like that so much, is because I found that basically from looking at mashups. Like Ozzy had his way of picking great guitar. He absolutely fucking did. He absolutely did. Like Sabbath is a legend because of their fucking guitar. But still listening to Marilyn Manson because I prefer his cover of Halloween over the OG. I don't think one way or the other of it, really. I'm not really the hugest fan of Halloween anyway. Or not the song, the movie. What the fuck is it called? Nightmare Before Christmas. I just don't really, it's whatever. It's there. I'm a very weird guy. I'm a very weird guy, and I fully recognize that I have a lot of tastes that are kind of strange, and a lot of like, I don't care for this much kind of things. I fully recognize that. It's Tony Iommi, yep. Ozzy's last album, Patient Number 9, was okay. Isn't he like 80 something now? Like, God forbid, but he's not long for this world. Like I have no idea how he's still around. He's like fucking, is he gonna be like one of those like nearly immortal old people like Betty White was? Like, it feels like how it's gonna go down. Close to it, I think. Yeah. It's something like that. He's so old. And he's done so many drugs. It was all the things at one point. I'm gonna stand somewhere like here. Yeah, So that way I can at least see over the bush. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm a bush. I'm a bush. If I'm not a bush, I'm not no one. I can put dick in it. Yeah. Career started in 67. God damn. Been expecting him to croak since 2016. Yeah. I heard, like, I think 2016 was around that time. He was doing like a, like they went and did like a fucking, like, the final tour sort of thing. And I think they've probably gone on tour like twice more since then. Something like that. It's ridiculous. It's just, my God. Why are you like Betty White immortal? Guess he was born in 46 without looking? Yeah, probably. Of course, yeah. I was gonna say, like, that's not a... you know... Did it got canceled? Nothing of worth was lost for the music industry? Well... I don't know that. I don't know anything about the PDD particulars in terms of, like, who, like... what he actually did, you know, behind the scenes when it comes to the music industry, not just, you know, the allegations of, you know, abuse and all that blah, 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 blah. That's not the important part to me right now in this conversation. It's like, I don't, what was he even doing? Was he like a fucking record label? Like, was he producer? Like, what was he even doing at this point? It's like, so like he goes down, and so like basically who's going down with him basically, like when it comes to their careers. That's kind of what I'm interested in. Uh-oh. I can't look at that right now, quiz. God, I feel like an old man when I do this. My granddad, whenever he was working, I would always catch him, like, you know, trying to look through his bifocal lenses, like in the bottom of his glasses, kind of going like. And I found myself fucking doing that now too sometimes. My eyesight's fine. It's just sometimes you just really need to be able to focus on something. And I wind up doing that face without intending to. Oh. You got canceled because you purchased too many baby. Yeah, probably. Corey Taylor, the most versatile voice in music, probably. Ooh, except I shouldn't make that statement because I don't really know who Corey Taylor is. I don't know him by name, at least. Maybe I know some of the tracks. Hold on. Let's find out. Corey Taylor. Corey Taylor, who are you? Music career, Stone Sour. Okay. Slipknot. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. That makes sense now. I'm like, who is that? I don't listen to a lot of Slipknot. Nor Stone Sour for that matter. This is the first I can recall ever hearing of that band. Dear Lord. I pulled up his Wikipedia page so I could figure out like what music, like what groups he's been a part of and all that shit. I just got a quick glance at his personal life and oh my God, he's got that traditional traditional Hollywood marriage where he's married for 3 years, divorce, immediately married again for another 3 to 4 years and then divorce again. And that goes on for a while. That one was 6 a.m. That was borderline country. Slipknot country? No, that's not okay. Jesus, I gotta close this Wikipedia page. It's fucking dark. Whew. That's rough. Alrighty, okay. How long have we been going here for? About 2 hours? Just under, with a minute left, basically, for 2 hours. All right. Let's see here. I might cut this stream a little shorter than usual. We might do a couple, I don't know. We may not make it to the Basculin. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty goddamn tired, but it depends on how we feel in a little while, because we might catch a second wind. We shall see. We'll figure it out in an hour. We'll see. And a screwed up light. That's where the music comes from. Yeah. Typhlosion is P. Diddy and Charizard is Kanye. Why is Charizard Kanye? What? Explain. What? Okay, T. Diddy, all right, fine. Fair enough, I get it, But... what? Why is Charizard Kanye? I see something in the grass over there. Timestamp that bitch. Okay, we got one. We got one! Yay! Finally! Fantastic. Okay. Now I just gotta sneak up on it somehow. Don't move. Caught it off guard. Excellent. All right, Rowlet, do you have any recoil? Because he never does what he's supposed to. I was gonna say, I had so many ways to pivot and make it funny. I just don't know how many of them were safe for YouTube. That was my problem. Not Charizard, god damn it. Rowlet. Do you learn? I'm assuming you have Brave Bird. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna hit it with the Soak first. And then I'm gonna Spore it. Because I'm worried about that Brave Bird. I really need just one more turn of sleep and we're good. Please work. Yeah, Anime Charizard was a, yeah. All right, that should probably do it. If I use another turn, it's probably going to wake up, so. In you go. Okay, we got the critical. We have a Rowlet. Kanye has no talent. He got pushed so hard in our throats, just like Charizard. I feel like that's a little extreme. I don't feel like that's very charitable whatsoever. I don't think I agree about Kanye not having any talent. He's a very strange guy. He's got some eccentricities. But I wouldn't go so far as to say he isn't talented. You know, now that the analogy has been made, I can kind of like, yeah, he doesn't listen at all. He's got, you know, he's a I have to forgive the pun, but he's got power. But he doesn't listen. He just kind of does his own thing. And oftentimes that gets him in trouble. No, I like the analogy now. I see it. Kanye's such a weird guy. He's so weird. And a lot of like what we see of Kanye isn't actually fucking Kanye. It's like a lot of it is a fucking persona. Okay, I thought I saw green moving there. Okay, my bad. But like, I don't know, he's such a fucking weird dude. He's a bit of a douche. He is, a little bit. He's obviously said some very fucking controversial things, and I understand the problem with the really controversial stuff he did, like especially like when he went on like Alex Jones, like with the infamous fucking incident. I understand where he was coming from. He just worded it really, really poorly, and it was enough, and he just doubled down and tripled down on his wording. It was a fucking stupid move. Should never have gone there and said that. And ever since then, he's kind of been on the outs with everybody. Always kind of has been, in a sense, but like, Kanye is so weird. He did try running for president. He did. I think it was 2020. He did. And it didn't go super well for him at all. Would you buy his clothes or listen to his music? I've never really been a fan of his music in particular. And his clothes are too expensive for me. And not really that interesting to me. Like, I can understand the appeal that a lot of people have for the shoes, but for the actual clothing, nah, not really my thing. I don't really care about like his businesses. his music or his business. I don't really care. I find him interesting and well, frankly, I find him fascinating as an individual. His mouth operates twice as fast as his brain. Absolutely. 100%. And things get scrambled up. He probably, probably has, like, you know, armchair psychologist here. As in, you know, no degree whatsoever, but, you know, just fucking looking at shit on the internet and commenting on it with reckless abandon. Probably has some form of ADHD at the very least. Because he's going so fast, things get jumbled up, and again, his mouth operates twice as fast as the brain. 100%. The brain, like with me, my mouth operates twice as fast as my brain too. That doesn't mean my brain is going fucking too slow. It's going slow. No. I just talk like I'm fucking Ben Shapiro. Where if you put me on, if you have to like slow me down sometimes to in order to understand what I'm actually saying. And you know, I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't say that he's. I wouldn't say mind is slower than the mouth. I think the mind is faster than the mouth. And I think that's the problem. At least that's how it is with me, actually. That's kind of what I mean. That's like the ADHD thing. It's like I've kind of started describing it like RAM recently. Like where lower like base capacity of RAM, like instead of 32, it's like 24, but it's like way too overclocked. So, I mean, I don't know. That's probably why I get so jumbled up with my my speech, especially when I'm reading things, because I read faster than I speak. But yeah, Kanye as an individual is fascinating, because a lot of him is a persona, and you're trying to sift through a lot of like what the fuck that persona is. Very strange individual. It's got like 12 megs of RAM where people have gigs now. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I think he's intelligent. I think he's intelligent, but just wrong in the way he expresses that intelligence. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't want to be here fucking defending Kanye. I really don't. But I don't think he's done anything like explicitly wrong, at least. Though I can always be corrected. Like anything worthwhile and meaningful, I should say, that he's done wrong. Like, there's been plenty of like fucking weird scummy behavior he's done. Fucking I think the most memorable for me is the funniest is the fucking, was it the Grammys? Where he's like, I'm gonna let you finish, but like, like fuck your award, where's mine? Like, that was kind of fucked up, but kind of funny in retrospect. I don't know. Don't know what to make of him. It's mostly wrong thing, but the worst thing is naming his daughter. Oh yeah, that's. Oh my God, Northwest, no, no. Oh. God damn it. I didn't know that. That's terrible. Okay, yeah, no, there's the wrong thing. That's awful. He was protesting for Beyonce because Taylor beat Beyonce that year. That's right. You just figured that out? Well, I've never heard that. I don't pay attention to his fucking, like, I don't pay attention to his personal life. I don't give a fuck about his kids. They're children. Did you watch Paul versus Tyson? I saw the last round. I saw the last round. The 8th round. That was depressing to watch. That was clearly, like, I think it was fucking rigged. I think Tyson was fucking sandbagging. There's plenty of time. What I did see were little clips as well, where there were plenty of openings, like where he was like, he basically fucking parried, or he would dodge a punch, and he had the perfect opportunity to counter with a fucking right fist. And then like halfway through, like getting in there, he's like, hold on, nope, let me back off. Plenty of opportunities, and I don't think he was able to do uppercuts either. I think there was something about that in his contract. No uppercuts. So, yeah, no, fucking rigged match. Fucking bullshit. Sure as fuck didn't pay for that though. I didn't watch that shit. No, I like Tyson is 58. He's an old man. And I kind of appreciate how right now, like, even though he lost in the way he did, the predictable response was that, like, would have been like the predictable response to watching that fight, especially if like Jake Paul won, was like, holy shit, like we just watched a legend come back to the ring and it completely destroyed, and that's how everyone was going to remember Mike Tyson for the rest of time. Everyone now instead is like, no, this shit was rigged. It was rigged. Tyson should have won. Obtained through perfectly legitimate means. No, not even that. I just saw a fucking clip of it on YouTube. Elon Musk also calls his kids weird names too. Yes. Yes, he does. And I think that's very odd, the way he does that. Very, very odd. We did find a shiny at least. Okay, so we got one Rowlet. Okay, we can move on to Basculin, or we could just do another one of these. I think we might want to do one of these. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do another one of these, and then we're gonna, oh, hello. There's a Vibrava just kind of chilling there behind me. We're gonna make another sandwich, and then after this one, we're gonna move on to Basculin. Twas ketchup. And then we're gonna do 2 salty this time, just for shiggles. I have no idea what was happening there. It seemed like something broke. I need more water. Rowlet, come on. Where you at, buddy? 2, 3, that looks like 4 there. 5. That's another 5. That's 12. Where the hell are they? I actually cannot fucking see where they all are. Possible I missed some already, but oh well. Maybe this is a better spot. Let's see. Jake Paul's a joke. Why doesn't he box against people his age? Isn't Tyson like the 3rd guy over 40 that he boxes? I don't know. I don't pay attention to the Pauls. I really just don't. They're just, you know, they exist. And that's too much for me. So I just kind of don't. Pacquiao, Mayweather, and Tyson. Wait, you fought Pacquiao and Mayweather? Like, wasn't that a huge thing? Like, Pacquiao and Mayweather was like a huge fucking like deal like 10 years ago. Like, them fighting each other was huge. Or something like that. God damn. These Rowlet are spawning, like, if the outbreak was like right here, we would be fucking golden. It would be perfect. Once Canelo Alvarez. I can't help but agree, honestly. Like, why the fuck is he, like, he's going after all the legends. He's going after all the fucking legends, but, like, they're all a bunch of fucking old people compared to him. I mean, that's really what it is. He's going after the legends. And then Paul also said he wants McGregor. Paul, like, Jake Paul, you're boxing. The last thing you want is to get in the ring with McGregor, a UFC fighter. I don't care if it's strictly boxing. The last thing you want to do is step into a ring with a UFC fighter. Oh, he's doing MMA. Oh, he's going into MMA now. Of course he is. Only wants to be boxing. Oh, okay, okay. Canelo was oh, okay. Canelo's 34. Okay. Well, he's about to get fucking clapped then. Jake is gonna get his fucking cheeks clapped by, like, first of all, like, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, yeah, good for getting, you know, good for you. You got the money. Like, but I don't know. I want to see a fucking rematch. I want to see a fucking rematch. No money on the line. I just want to see him, you know. I just want to see Mike Tyson get one good uppercut in and see what happens. It'd be really cathartic for me. I've had enough of the fucking Pauls. Like, this is kind of the good thing about them fucking doing boxing and all this bullshit. It's really cathartic for me. Specifically said MMA for McGregor. Well, like, okay, so like McGregor is 135 but wants to go to MMA with someone 90 pounds. Paul wants to go to MMA with someone 90 pounds lighter. So I'm assuming he's like, what, you know, Paul's like 210 then, something like that, you know, roughly, you know, 210, 220. And wants to now, thing about that is weight classes are very important. Like, that's a big difference with the weight class. 225. Okay, like, that's a big difference when it comes to weight class. Like, if you're just going, you know, the same skill level, weight class will probably decide it. But it's kind of more complicated once you throw in someone like McGregor. I don't know. I don't think Jake Paul, like, first of all, a lot of these MMA guys have also been training like this for like years, like decades even. Like, they were doing like fucking like karate classes as a kid or some bullshit, right? That kind of shit. A lot of these guys have. Jake Paul's just some fucking schmuck. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start boxing now. I think having better power will carry the day like an absolute moron. Yep. Logan Paul sucked in WWE too. Oh yeah, he's there, isn't he? Fucking. You know what? Here's the thing. Here's what I'll say. Good for them for, you know, advancing in the world. You know, good for them for having a really, really good agent and just going crazy and being, you know, putting in that work to get really famous on YouTube and all that bullshit to, like, in order to have all these opportunities. Good for them and their agent. I'm just really glad it's so far. It seems to only really be those two, and then KSI too. Sometimes he does boxing stuff now too, but like, it's really only like those 2/3 of them. We could have had Rice Gum everywhere. We could have had like Rice Gum in fucking boxing or MMA or some bullshit like that. We could have, or wrestling. And I think we lucked out with only these two being, you know, in mainstream now. blows up on the fucking mic? How do you mean? Like, I don't deny that Logan's actually, like, I kind of respect it, actually. He's actually, like, not a bad athlete. No, we need another Dramageddon, so all of them go away. I'd rather not. With things like that, you always got to be careful what you wish for. Because that's how you wind up with an adpocalypse or some bullshit like that. In case I should say in boxing because he can't rap. Well, yeah. Probably shouldn't even be there either, but you know. Is awful. These insults are lame. Ah, I see. Okay, that clears that up. That makes more sense now. Logan has skills, he just can't talk. Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna say it too. As far as things go, you have to remember that these are also Disney kids. They were on fucking Disney Channel for a little, like, that's basically like, that was their big break. They were on Disney Channel. They're not, you know, as far as Disney kids go, they're not, you know, the worst. Probably the most annoying. But actually, you know, it's not too terrible for them. Oof. Twitch about to get hit with an adpox soon. I think it already has been, Hikaru. I think it's been under subject to an adpocalypse kind of like already this last week. Yeah, I think they've kind of already been they've been subject to one. God damn it. I feel like I'm the only person here that doesn't actually like watch wrestling stuff. I don't know a lot of this stuff right now. What's being said? some. Are we still talking about wrestling? Yeah, Cody Rhodes. Okay. I just feel like I can't contribute. All right, Mary. Have a good night. Take care. Man. Yeah, Streets of Rage. The Game Chops has a Streets of Rage album. It's pretty good. I don't really know much of the, I don't know much about Streets of Rage, to be honest with you, but I like the album here. It was pretty good. It's on the Spoofy and the YouTubes. I have no idea what that means, Hikaru. It's frustrating how we get one on the first sandwich and then we do another sandwich and then nothing. Just get one. That's all that's all we wind up with. And then nothing. Okay, WWE thing? Gotcha. Hmm. All right, you know what? I don't think we're at the 3-hour mark exactly. You know, we aren't there yet. We got a few minutes left, but I think I am gonna have to wrap it up here. I'm fucking tired. Got a few minutes left on this sandwich. I think we'll wait it out and all that, but I think we're gonna wrap it up. We're not gonna get to Basculin, unfortunately. But yeah, which is a bit of a shame. But well, I'm not wrapping it up yet. But we're gonna finish off the sandwich, and then we're gonna basically then we're gonna like turn off the stream. Ideally, I'd like to find another one in that time, but yeah. So we got about 7 minutes. So, like, yeah. I also need to just fucking stand up. Probably walk around a little bit. A chair is hurting. Yeah, I'll try doing Rowlet. I'll try doing Rowlet and Oshawott another time. Just like last time, just like the last shiny hunting stream we did, basically, where we wound up with like Charmander, Salandit, and whatever the other one was. Incomplete. So we're gonna have to come back to those at some point in the future, as well as these. Show me that it exists. Oh, it exists. I've only seen it like twice as well. This is one of those things where it's like I'm probably going to be doing. I'm gonna probably try and do that before like I'm probably gonna try and do that before it resets tomorrow. But oh, wrong thing. The map is this button. It's right there. It exists. It's right there. It's real. And it exists. Barely. That's honestly going to be one of those ones where I think I'm going to have to I think I'm just going to have to breed it. I think that's going to be the only way. Like that it makes sense, like, because I think that's just gonna be faster than trying to fucking find a, what you call it? Outbreak. If it disappears before I manage to find one, then we're fucked. I've got a white stripe Basculin. I've got one. Maybe even the Basculegion. It exists and it's alive, yeah. Almost makes me want to go, hey, you want a shiny hunt for me? Here, just go look for this thing. Here's my game, you know? I think I've definitely said it before, but they should have done more with shinies in this game. They really should have done more to make them, you know, much more obvious. One of the things that Pow World did, of all things, that made it Pow World and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, actually, because they did it as well. They had like the shiny, like almost golden aura around them, like they were fucking Super Saiyan. Not quite, but you know. Why didn't they bring that back? There's plenty of all kinds of nonsense like that on a bunch of other Pokemon. Yeah, like the Terra Pokemon, for example, have like a weird glowy effect. Why couldn't we do that on them? Are we gonna be live tomorrow night too? Yes. I'm trying my best to get myself back onto the schedule and keeping us, you know, back onto the ball here. I tell you what, one of the hardest things about for me with streaming is when I take extended breaks, either accidentally or whatever. Whenever I take breaks, it's so difficult to get back onto it, to actually come back and actually feel like wanting to stream. It's not that I don't enjoy it. Obviously I do. It's just one of those things where the more I do it, the more I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go. Let's stream. Let's do it. Let's go. But the moment you take a break, you're like, I don't want to stream I don't want to stream tonight either. I just kind of want to like laze around. Pokemon or something else. It should be East tomorrow night. That's at least how the schedule's supposed to be. So yeah, I think tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, so tomorrow will be Friday, so it should be East. And then on Saturday, we'll do more Pokemon. And then on Sunday, because we missed Wednesday, I'm going to do another East as well. And then Monday, it's going to be East and blah, 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 blah. You know, so on and so forth, as per usual. Though I think at some point, I'm not sure. I've been toying around with this idea. I'm either planning on cutting cutting a Pokemon stream day and filling it with like the main series stuff. So only having 2 Pokemon streams a week. I'm thinking about rearranging it as well, like rearranging the days, changing things around, because I think I want to do that for like starting with Xenoblade because of how long Xenoblade is and how long we'd be streaming it. So I figured that would probably be wise to kind of like maybe cut it down, but then I'm gonna be real. Most of the people that are here, most of the people that subscribe to this channel, we're here for the fucking Pokemon stuff. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. We got one. We got another one. Beautiful. It's kind of a double-edged sword to try and it's not even, I wouldn't even go so far as to say double-edged. It's more like, it's almost counterproductive to shift away from Pokemon when Pokemon's like the only thing people are interested in. I need this Rowlet to like look away from me. Like, stop paying attention. It's not following me. It is following me. Okay. Oh wait, no, here we go. Here we go. think part of what's going on is I might be getting slightly burnt out with it. With Pokemon? I don't know. Maybe. It's like maybe I need to just play like a regular Pokemon game, not just shiny hunting. Because I think I'm starting to get a little burnt out on this, and I don't know what to do about that. That clearly needs to... Shit. Alright, Soak. Let's pray. Let's hope it uses like Roost or something. Okay, good. Excellent. Now we can Spore it. I screwed up there. I should have used Soak first. Yeah, I don't know. I've been toying with that idea for like 2 weeks now. I keep mentioning it too. In terms of like rearranging the schedule and all that, but I think I just need to shift gears into something, and I don't know what to do about that. I'll come up with something. I'll talk with other people as well. I just need to figure something out. Also sounds weird complaining about this on stream. Like, it sounds weird to complain about this, but it's not even really complaining. It's just kind of, just trying to give it, like, you know, be open about it. But, I don't know. But, we do have another shiny. We did get another Rowlet, which is pretty cool. Oh, this one's got an uncommon mark. This one has... the uncommon mark. God damn it. I don't think this one had a mark. It did not. They're both uncommon. Well, you look so weird. It's like, I haven't really seen an Oshawott shiny before until like the other day when I was looking at these. And seeing it for real like this, it looks so weird. This just does not look right. Gen 5 has a lot of weird shinies. It really does. It does not have a lot of good shinies, in my opinion. Some of them are just fucking weird. They're like Gen 2 all over again. Ugh. I'm glad we caught that on the tail end. That feels good. Alrighty. Cool. Fucking cool. Alright. Alright, so, yeah, we'll pick it up tomorrow with East. I think I've been really enjoying East. I think that's part of the problem, is I've been really enjoying that series, and I've just kind of like, I want to play nothing but East right now. East and a lot of Once Human. I won't lie. Once Human is... that bug has fucking bitten me hard. So yeah. I'm just not feeling Pokemon right now, it seems like, but I've got to keep doing it. I've got to keep doing it. We have a goal, and I do enjoy it. I think I'm just a little burnt out. But yeah, we'll fix this. We'll rectify this situation soon. At some point. So yeah. Remember, if you're new here and you haven't already, like and subscribe, especially since I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the stream entirely. And as well as, you know, check out all the stuff down below. Check out the, there's going to be timestamps very soon because there's only a handful of them. So that's pretty good. This time, you know, it makes things easy. It's not great, but makes things easy. Yeah, so check that out. Just all the playlists as well, and the schedule, and the stuff, and the things, and all my friends' channels. I think my friend Eve is live right now with a spooky game called Scorn. So if you are not interested in that, and I think Scorn is also fairly like gory and like body horror and all the things. So if you're not interested in that, check out her other stuff. You should at least say hi. And then go subscribe if you're interested. So yeah, go do that. I think she's live right now. Hold on. I think I can find you a link. Open link, new tab. Live. And here we are. Yeah, it's a fucking weird ass game. Yeah, link into the chat right there. Go say hi. Go say hi. But with that, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, week, month, or life. And I will see you all next time. Have a good night, y'all. Take care.